Welcome to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. My name is Siobhan Gobin. Here are the stories that we're following today, August 7, 2013. In international news, Obama is disappointed in Russia's decision to grant asylum to Snowden. Kenya airport fire, inbound flights are diverted. And in Argentina apartment gas blast kills 8. Details on these headlines and more when we return.
5 million customers use Leica Mobile for affordable international mobile calls, connecting over 2.5 million mobile calls daily, helping our customers stay in touch with their loved ones, whether they be in Asia, Africa, Europe, or the rest of the world. Every 5 seconds, a new Leica Mobile customer joins our growing family, helping you to make affordable international calls across the world. Leica Mobile. Call the world for less.
Since we announced Sign and Drive with zero out-of-pocket and low monthly payments, cars been flying out of Bronx Honda at a record pace. Whoa! New Accord with zero out-of-pocket for $249 a month, or new Civics just $199 per month, or save thousands with 0% financing. You never had to leave the Bronx to get the best price on the Honda. Bronx Honda guarantees the lowest price in the Bronx. Bronx Honda, East Tremont Avenue. Visit BronxHonda.com.
Welcome back to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. My name is Siobhan Gobin. This segment of the news is sponsored by Total Caribbean Network. President Obama told the Tonight Show's Jay Leno that he was frustrated by Russia's decision to grant Edward Snowden asylum, but said the two countries must work together. I was disappointed, he said, of Russia's decision, even though we don't have an extradition treaty with them. Traditionally, we have tried to respect if there's a lawbreaker or alleged lawbreaker in their country, we evaluate it, and we try to work with them. Despite this, Obama confirmed he would attend the G20 summit in St. Petersburg in September. There are times when they slip back into Cold War thinking and Cold War mentality, Obama said on the air Tuesday evening. What I continually say to them and to President Putin, that's the past. Obama last saw Putin at the G8 summit earlier this summer in Northern Ireland. The two leaders held a joint press conference, an experience that resulted in Putin not looking too excited, said Obama. Obama was interviewed by Leno during a stop in Los Angeles after the president attended a housing event in Phoenix on Tuesday. He is set to travel to Camp Pendleton for a speech to troops today before returning to Washington. He supported the NSA's surveillance efforts, calling them a critical component to counterterrorism, even while he acknowledged that they have raised a lot of questions for people. We don't have a domestic spying program, Obama said. What we do have is some mechanisms that can track a phone number or an email address that is connected to a terrorist attack. That information is useful. Obama wouldn't say what he would call Snowden, who has been labeled a hero and a traitor by different parties. The U.S. government has accused him of being a criminal. Obama said he asked his staff to look at ways to reduce the number of contractors in national security. Snowden worked for contractor Booz Allen Hamilton. Obama defended recent decisions to shutter U.S. embassies in the Middle East and North Africa and to issue a global travel alert. Americans, he said, should still take vacation in a prudent way by reviewing State Department guidance on the web. Earlier Tuesday aboard Air Force One, White House Press Secretary Jay Carney said the president's appearance on The Tonight Show was meant to communicate with Americans where they are, in contrast to the usual back and forth between the administration and more traditional press. Carney acknowledged that viewers of late-night shows are not necessarily the readers of newspapers or wire services, or necessarily viewers of cable or broadcast news shows. Kenya's main international airport has reopened after a large blaze in several areas. Inbound flights were earlier rerouted to other Kenyan airports following the fire at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport in Nairobi. Eyewitnesses said the billowing smoke could be seen from miles away, and stranded passengers were left standing on pavements outside the airport with holding their luggage. A British passenger, Martin Colbeck, said he was surprised that the airport wasn't shut down sooner so that emergency vehicles could respond. The country's largest newspaper, the Daily Nation, reported last month that Nairobi County doesn't have a single working fire engine and that 3 fire engines were auctioned off in 2009 because the county hadn't paid a $1,000 repair bill. The fire burned for 4 hours before it was contained. Transport Secretary Michael Kamua said the fire started at a very central part of the airport and this made access difficult, but we have closed the airport indefinitely as we try to contain the fire. It is the busiest airport in East Africa and its closure affected flights throughout the region. The fire comes less than 48 hours after a fuel jet pump failure caused huge delays at the airport, forcing some flights to be rerouted to the airport in the coastal town of Mombasa, Uganda and Rwanda. A natural gas explosion wrecked a tall apartment building in the Argentine city of Rosario on Tuesday, killing at least 8 people, injuring 60 and causing officials to evacuate much of the downtown. Officials said 19 people were accounted for. Dozens of people were trapped for a time in the upper floors of the burning building as a plume of smoke billowed up over the country's third largest city. The building's front and back facades were ripped open, exposing the shattered remains of apartments inside. Firefighters working from above and below pulled people out of windows and off of balconies as the bottom floors burned. The explosion damaged other buildings for blocks around, and fearing a collapse, police closed buildings and schools in a 5-block radius. Rosario Mayor Monica Fein confirmed the death toll and said the blast was likely caused by a gas leak. Ms. Fein said 19 people were on a list of missing. Some survivors were outraged and were shown on local television venting their anger on the streets. They said they reported a gas leak about 40 minutes before the blast, which happened at 9:30 a.m., but said their warning calls went unanswered. Littoral Gas Company spokesman Jose Maria Gonzalez denied the claims. The company cut off gas flow to much of downtown after the blast. The explosion partially destroyed the 3 buildings in the 10-story residential complex, leaving it in serious danger of collapse. The fire took 3 hours to extinguish, firefighters said. Buildings were damaged for several blocks surrounding the blast, which sent bricks and glass and cement crashing into the street. 11 schools were evacuated and several shops and other apartment buildings were damaged. National Security Secretary Sergio Berni offered the services of the Border Patrol and Coast Guard to help local authorities. Santa Fe Governor Antonio Bonfatti said the judge was already investigating the blast. You're watching Caribbean Affiliate News. We will be right back.
Government say it's all about the food. August the 10th. Foreigners welcome to the land of oil dung. Beers and strong rum, girls hot and can done. It's all about the food. Oil Dung Fest, August 10th. Lava Man, I'm in the place.